Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Jay Dizzle for Shizzle. On this Monday evening, I hope you're having a wonderful night so far. We're streaming on multiple platforms, and I hope you're doing all right, man. So first things first, man, we got done watching Monday Night Raw live in Atlanta, Georgia. AJ Styles was the subject of the night. They celebrated AJ Styles' rights, man. I feel it was all right. I feel it's all right now. Had a lot of cameos. It was, straight to the point. Came out, handled his business. Said thank you, everybody. Laid his gloves down, laid down his vest. And of course, The Undertaker had to show up. He just had, I don't even know what the hell it is. I don't know which one it is, but he just had to show up. He did. Undertaker showed up like he normally does, but normally he'll do it for a reason, and he showed up. He's like, this is all you got, and he essentially inducted him. Not essentially, he actually inducted AJ Styles to the 2026 Hall of Fame. So I think that's cool. I think it's warranted. I think that's more than deserving of an AJ Styles, the dude, who set up the place that AJ Styles built. You know what I'm saying? So shout outs to AJ Styles, man. Hate to see him go, but he said it's time. It's time. He's getting old. He doesn't want his body to fail him when he needs his body to do what he needs it to do, and he wants to spend time with his family while he still can in the condition that he's in, and I respect that. So shout outs to AJ Styles for everything he's done, for whatever, all the promotions he's been at, IWGP, TNA, WWE. Shout outs to AJ Styles, man. Monday Night Raw, man. Other than that, the show was kind of like, it was just meh. It was just meh to me. I don't know. Like it felt off. Just the crowd, oddly, in Atlanta, Georgia, wasn't like fully excited. Injuries on top of injuries. Bronson Reed pulled a bicep, and he's out on the shelf indefinitely. The OG Vision is hurt. Seth Rollins is hurt with a shoulder injury. Braun Breaker is out with a back injury with a hernia issue. Bronson Reed is now out with a blown bicep. So what you have now, you have Austin Theory and you have Logan Paul. This is ridiculous. I said Logan Paul. There we go. Hell. Exactly. That's accurate. Now, it is what it is. What are you supposed to do? Injuries happen. I mean, they're happening at a very funky time. You're literally months away from WrestleMania. No Seth Rollins. No Bronson Reed. No Braun Breaker. All kinds of stuff's going on, man. But it is what it is. That's part of the game. And they just have to pivot through that. And apparently Bronson Reed was supposed to win that triple threat match against the OG El Grande Americano and the Yeet Master himself, Jey Uso. And the injury occurred when he went, Jey Uso pinned El Grande Americano. Now, whichever way it was, referee counted 1, counted 2. Bronson Reed stepped in to break the pin, but in doing so, tore his bicep. I'm sitting there like, oh no, he's gonna steal this thing. He's sitting over there by the apron. Referee's checking in on him. I didn't see this. I didn't see no X signs. I'm assuming everything is fine. We don't see this. And I'm like, okay, no, he's gonna go ahead and rest a little bit. And when it's time, it's up. He's gonna pull up and handle business. That never happened. Jey Uso hit him with a spear. Hit El Grande Americano with a spear, followed by a splash. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, you are 100% guaranteed to yeet in the middle of a mother freaking Elimination Chamber match. I don't know, man. I don't know. But it is what it is, dog. It is what it is. The men's and the women's elimination chamber is set, ready to rock and roll. I don't have all the participants in the back of my head. I didn't take notes. All I can tell you is that, the elimination chamber is coming this coming Saturday. I don't know if you knew that. I'm not sure if people in creative knew that, because it doesn't feel like there's a pay-per-view coming up. We know the chamber's up. We know CM Punk's going up against Finn Balor for another go at it. We know who's going to win that, so I'm not wasting my time speculating. We know CM Punk is winning that match. He's going to WrestleMania to go up against Roman Reigns, one of the biggest matches of all time, right? I don't know. I have no idea. But we already know who's going to be walking out of the Elimination Chamber as your WWE World Heavyweight Champion. We know it's CM Punk, so we don't waste our time. Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee this coming Saturday. That's an awful build. I'm sorry. The build, as much as I like Becky Lynch's work, she's been doing her best work since she's been working in the mid-card Intercontinental Champion. She is making that championship relevant, even though it's fairly new. She has raised that title up to where it needs to be. But where is AJ Lee, bro? Where was AJ Lee? That's the question of the night. She's too busy working on some other stuff. That's okay. It is what it is. That's how they want to book it. Then you're gonna get some funky results. And you wonder why people aren't selling out the Elimination Chamber. You're wondering why people are crashing out when you're blacking out showings of this at restaurants. I don't know if y'all know about that. TKO and WWE are going out of their way to make sure the only way you're watching this thing is if you pay for it via, the WWE, Netflix internationally, or via ESPN in the States, or you're buying a ticket to Chicago in the Allstate Arena. I believe that's what it's called. Oh, this is not it. I forget. United Airways, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not out there. All I know is they got a problem. Y'all have been hearing about these situations. I've been hearing that the sales for WrestleMania 43, is it 43? I don't know the number anymore. 42, whatever. They're not looking so hot. Vegas itself is on fire. Not like on fire like it's exploding or heat or anything. Just, there's nothing happening over there. It's dead. Dead as hell. What else is going on? I'm actually gonna turn off. I don't know how this is gonna, I don't want it messing around though, man. I just don't, I'm on an OLED monitor. For those who are watching on YouTube, you see the Bandai Namco games. I don't want this shit burning into my screen. So I'm actually gonna move it. I'm gonna move it over here. For now, y'all can still see it. It's on Dolby Digital now. And yeah, I don't want that white, all that stuff burning in. And it's still going, aren't you? You're just gonna keep playing. There we go. Okay, thanks. All right. I had it designed to pause when I'm not focused on it. I'll switch it back to my OLED monitor. I just don't want it burning my shit out. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, where we left off, we're talking about WrestleMania. We're talking about the fact that ticket sales aren't doing so great. They even put the shit on sale a week or two ago during Valentine's weekend. They was like 25% off. Rip off prices. People aren't buying it. If they say it did worse during the sale than without the sale. Almost like people felt bad for buying it at a deal when people pay full price for it. How you think the people who pay full price for these tickets feel? And it's like, damn, you now put the shit on sale because no one's buying it? No one's buying what you're selling, WWE, Triple H. What's happening? What's going on, dog? What's going on? In fact, in my hood, come like the first or second week of March, is coming to my hood, and apparently there's a deal. You can buy two, you get two free. They are literally trying to get this shit away, and they can't even do it. But hey, man, it is what it is. When your superstars are part-time, then your fans might be part-time showing up. When these prices cost more than my mortgage, people are not necessarily inclined to purchase that ticket. Wild stuff. Got about a minute or two left before we just go straight into Ridge Racer 7. I appreciate y'all popping in and hanging out and chilling. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. If you're on YouTube, goal is to get to 2,000 subscribers. We're on our way to 2,000 subscribers. So if you are watching this later on, or you're here right now, consider it. No one's forcing you to do this. consider hitting that like button, consider subscribing and becoming a homie in the hood that is YouTube. So I appreciate y'all hanging out and chilling. Other than that, my day was fine. I'm actually working on a plank challenge. I don't know, y'all know what a plank is. You just sit there with your forearms and your straight line, and you're supposed to hold it for as long as you can. And I'm doing that challenge, and I'm doing it a minute a day. If you haven't planked, you don't know what it is until you actually do it, and then hold it for a minute. And you tell me, oh, it's easy, it's like work. It's not, especially when you're working on stuff, right? When you're trying to work on stuff, it's a little bit tougher. And once things start to regulate and come in the right direction, things will be a little easier. But I'm doing this 30-day challenge where I'm doing a plank every day for 30 days for at least 1 minute per day. And I'm telling you, y'all, I'm like, oh, that's not much. That's like work, buddy. Do it yourself and let me know how you feel later, okay? But we are at day 2. We got it done. And in my case, I'm gonna be real with y'all, be 100% transparent. We are out here. We're not holding this thing for a minute, like maybe 20 seconds, 15 seconds, but we're doing it until we hit a minute, and then we should be fine. And then the goal, hopefully, towards the end of the month, we should be able to hold that plank for a full minute without an issue. But I can tell you, this body has got some work to do. So we're gonna do what it do and see what happens in the month. So if y'all are seeing this again, hold your boy accountable. Hey, did you plank for a minute today? I want to see that in the comments, man. Did you plank today? That's what I want y'all to do. If you can. If you don't, it is what it is. It's all good. All right, so thank you so much for hanging out and chilling. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into Ridge Racer 7 on the PlayStation 3 via emulation with RPCS3. And don't worry, Sony, don't worry. Not only do we own the PS3, we own the game physically. In fact, y'all saw it yesterday. If you were at my live stream yesterday, I was just updating my collection of PS3 games because we have a Game On convention that hits in March, and I want to make sure that I don't end up buying doubles or triples, or that's what I'm updating my list, and it's up to date, so we're good to go. So without further ado, enough time wasting, let's go ahead and get into the game. I appreciate y'all again for hanging out and chilling. And again, this is Ridge Racer 7 on the PS3 via RPCS3. A pretty interesting emulator, by the way. A really interesting emulator. Now, we're just casual gaming right now. We're not necessarily going into the Grand Prix just yet. We're just getting used to mechanics and just making sure everything is cool. And that's what we're here to do. So single race, Rape City Riverfront on normal. I'm gonna do one, gonna stick to this vehicle, go automatic, and start the damn thing. Let's go. Simple. I'll monitor volume. I did turn it down already within the emulator. If it's too loud or it's not loud enough, let your boy know what's up. Close mouth so get fed.
A course famous for its giant jump. Did you know you can take the branching route if you use a nitrous jump?
Okay, I know about it. I know everything about that.
3, 2, 1, go!
No, I didn't do it right. I'm listening to the audio. I'll hear some cracking. That's okay.
Good luck.
Now to drift, we're just letting off the gas. I was messing up and hitting brake while hitting gas. Now it's feeling a little funky. We're making some mistakes. Oh my god. Oh man, the frame rate is dropping like a stone. What the hell's happening right now? Whoa, buddy. Look at this. I don't recall this gameplay. Oh boy, what the hell is happening? Can you please recover? Please. I should probably pull up my there should be a way to pull up performance so you can see what's happening. And I'm gonna do that probably after this race, but this is just a warm-up. But again, we are playing this game via a PS3 emulator, which I'm pretty impressed with. I missed my time. I missed my time to make that jump. But it is slow. It is chugging along. Now, I'm not sure if this is happening because I'm live streaming, because I don't recall this happening when I was testing it. but it seems to have recovered, which is good. Gonna go ahead and drift to the right.
This is a tough battle.
Let's go ahead and get some boost. We're in 12th position. Wow, that vehicle looked terrible on my right side. That thing was super pixelated. Now, this is not gonna be perfect. Not perfect by any sense of the imagination. In fact, I believe this game is listed as like it's in-game, meaning it's playable, but there might be some issues. Look, it slowed down again. Slowed down again. Yikes. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to analyze this to see what's happening, to see and figure out why it's slowing down now. It wasn't slowing down earlier. Earlier today, I did test this on a different system, and it was flawless. No problem, but we are live streaming right now on the same system. We're not using the different system. We're streaming and gaming on the same computer, so this might introduce some issues. And I am under the understanding that Ridge Racer, or not Ridge Racer,
This one's yours.
I forgot where I was going with this. Essentially, the emulator is not perfect, man. It's made a lot of advancements, but it ain't perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But it's interesting and cool that we're able to do this.
Nitrous drift. You're in 10th place.
Slips. Yeah, no, I'm not doing very well. Come on.
Slipstreaming.
Slip streaming. That's essentially Ridge Racer's version of drafting, and my version of not doing very well in this game. Drifting to the right. Give me boost. Man, yeah, this thing is chugging. Yeah, I might have to turn on the frames counter. This is be like, where is this chugging along and why is it happening? We will figure that out. But we're in 7th position. Go ahead and drift to the right. Keep it smooth if we can. There we go. We don't have to drift here as long as we hit the turns right. Oh man, I felt like I hit the wall when I didn't hit the wall. Very, very interesting. But we're gonna go ahead and boost over to the shortcut again. It's on the left right here. In that ramp. Drifting to the left. Drifting to the right. We play our cards right. Everything's gonna be alright. Wasn't a great rap, I'm sorry. Gotta go ahead and drift to the right again.
This is the final corner. Go, go, go.
Max out, max out. There we go, max out. Wasn't enough. We finished 7th. Could have been a little bit more aggressive. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was playing this on a different computer and I won this race, but we messed up. But that's all right. We ranked 7th. Now, real quick, folks. Yeah, that's on the loud side. So I'm gonna work on getting this sorted out real quick. So I'm gonna pull up the emulator. I'm gonna go to the custom configuration, going over to audio, and I'm actually gonna, it's at 30%. That comes to show you. Let me drop it down 15%. Apply and save configuration. It should have lowered it, and it did. And it's peaking at about 25. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back into it. Y'all can't see what I'm doing. In fact, I should, if I do this, you can. No, you can't, but I'll bring it over here so y'all can see it. So this is like all the settings for RPCS3. It's hard to pronounce quickly, but we've already kind of dialed in some settings based on its configuration, and there's a whole library. Like, you can go and check to see what settings you might have to change to make the game run better on this emulator, which I think is really dope. So I'm gonna go to audio. I'm gonna lower it a little bit because I see it's a little bit on the loud, not loud, just not exactly where I want it to be. I wanted to peak at about 30. So we're getting close. I'm gonna go ahead and try again. Change custom settings. Bring it over here so y'all can see it. Go back to audio. 10%. 10%. Apply. I can hear it changing. And I think that's a little bit better. Okay. Cool. So we got that. Back into the game. So before we get back into Ridge Racer, I need to kind of just talk about some stuff that's on my mind, okay? Let me talk about this real quick. Let's talk about Xbox, Microsoft, and the whole Cirebon situation. I want to just be very kind of transparent in regards to how I feel about the situation. Now, I understand clearly, we all know Xbox did not do well in the last year or so. Thing is doing all kinds of funky numbers, is not selling well. This console's prices continue to go up and up and up, and they wonder why people aren't buying it. But I understand it. But what happens now with everything that's recently happened? Y'all know it's been going on the political stage. We're not gonna talk about all of that, but even then, like, what's done is done. But what I've been seeing today, I think has been pretty damn disgusting. You're seeing reports of people saying, man, I'm glad she's gone. Oh man, she was terrible to work with. Oh my God, man, she did this as an Xbox campaign. This is on her. First and foremost, I get all of that. Let me be very, very clear. But let's not forget, even though she was president, there was someone above her, and then there's someone above him. There had to be multiple green lights for this stuff to go down. The acquisition with Activision Blizzard, all that stuff that went down, they said that she was the intricate piece to getting that finalized and closed. She was the closer in this situation, right? But again, there had to be double checks and triple checks in this situation. Phil had to greenlight this shit. Satya Nadella had to greenlight this shit. Microsoft's not gonna sit there and just take in billions of dollar acquisition without it making sense to them, right? And whatever you think about what's happening with Microsoft, I feel that obviously we know who the scapegoat is, or who's taking all the heat for everything that's been going down. It is not Phil Spencer, it's not Matt Booty, it's not Satya Nadella, it's Sarah Bond. She's the scapegoat. She's the one that everyone is attacking right now. Oh my God, she was terrible to work with. Oh my God, I'm glad she's gone. Like, really? Damn, that is cold as hell. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Like, wow, everybody is just dunking on her, bro. Just kicking her while she's down. It's like, what's done is done. The shit coming out about this, it is what it is. And my philosophy is there's always two sides to a story. I believe there is something that came out in regards to what she felt and how she just wanted to move on and do something else with her career, which is all fine and dandy like cotton candy. But again, my philosophy is always going to be there's always two sides to a story. So until I see what's happening on her end, y'all dunking, I don't know, man. That's just low-hanging fruit right there. That's all I'm gonna say about it. All right. Well, there's other news in here where apparently, essentially, this is it. Like Michael Jackson, this is it. This is it. No, this is it. They're gonna take Xbox. Let me take off my counter real quick. My filter. They're gonna take this Xbox. If it had a neck, just imagine it have a neck, and then you just like Gunther with John Cena and AJ Styles. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Yeah, just putting it out of his misery. It's going to the sunset. That's a rumor. We don't know how true this is. But when you're putting a CEO in there who has zero gaming experience, what do? This is with any company too. Think about this. When you put in a CEO who has no experience in what they're doing, shout outs to GameStop, by the way. Their CEO, no video game experience, right? But he's in there about to make millions, closing stores and wiping floors. Just a speculation. Xbox getting put to sleep, bros. This is it. It might take a year or two, but they sunsetting that shit. That's a guess. From what I'm hearing, man, there was like one of the original designers was like, bro, look, if you're gonna put someone like that in there, they're in there for one reason. It's to lay it to rest. Let it rest in peace, bro. Like, just straight up. Like, this thing has not been doing well, and if they're not making drastic, intense changes at all, put it to sleep, bro. Just put it to sleep. It's over. Rest in peace. That's my 2 cents on it, and we're gonna go ahead and move on. All right, man. I appreciate y'all like listening to my piece, but let's go ahead and get back into this. I just had to get that off my chest real quick. I'm sorry I had to do that on you, but I had to do it. So let's go ahead and see what else this game has to offer. Now, another cool thing about RPCS3 is that you can play games online. Like, I know this still thing on PS3. Like, for those of you who haven't been around, PS3 games, you can just play them online. You didn't have to pay a fee for that. That didn't happen until PS4 came out. Then it's like, oh, now we want money for online play. PC don't still have to do that, and that is proven today. And still, like with PS3, it's a lot of games that just are no longer online. Folks out here making this stuff possible. That's crazy, and the game crashed. So that's okay. I knew going into this we're gonna have a problem. We might experience some issues, and that's okay. It's an easy just hit restart and get back into the game. They say that might happen. Oh, my encoder is overloaded. That's what's going on. Okay. That's probably what the issue is. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what I can do to fix that though. But I'm gonna monitor that shit again. Cause that's what's happening, is overloading. Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer.
Yeah.
Welcome to the world of Ridge Racing.
Yeah, we need to pay attention. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and do another one just to kind of get familiar with the game and how it performs while we're live streaming. We might have to lower the internal resolution because I increased it to 1440 to match the resolution of the screen, because it's like game output's like 720, at least in this game's scenario, 720, but I boosted it up to 1440 internal. And let's see what's happening. So I now know to look down there. If it's like slowing down, I'll look at OBS. It's like, oh, your encoders are overloaded. It's like, how though? It's a freaking 4080. Now, the other thing though is that this emulator doesn't work for. This is not a. It's not compatible with a potato. Let me tell you that. This thing, and look, it's compiling shaders. You can see. You might be able to see. I don't know if you saw that, but what I'm saying is this thing is not for the weak computers out there, man. Your budget PCs ain't running this shit. Not at 1440. Not at 60 frames, but as you can see, we're actually suffering and going through some problems. I said I was going to turn on the FPS counter, and I still didn't do it. Whoops. Let's keep on going. We're in 14th position. I've not raced this track before. I sure as hell don't remember, but I'm going to definitely give it a shot. Now let's see if we can slipstream. And essentially all it is just right behind another racer. So it's just, again, it's their version of drafting. Give me a straightaway so I can just dip. Yeah, man, I'm not seeing encoder overloading quite yet, and it might have been just initially to load the game, because as you can see, it has to compile stuff. A lot of things that current games have to do today with the PS5 and the Xbox. Now, that's more so PC than anything. Just rolling through. We're in the second lap. We're in 12th position. We are not doing very well. I'm not sure if there's a difficulty slider in this game. I don't believe there is. The game is, I wouldn't say difficult. You just gotta remember the turns, not run into the walls like I just did right there. Get away from me. Get away from me. There we are in 10th position. And if we can continue to slipstream, that's gonna help us get closer to our rivals and move from here. Maybe in the next few days or so, maybe in the next week, we'll get the online part of this thing going. Yeah, there's so much happening on screen, they just can't handle it. Yeah, no kidding, it is a tough battle. I agree. Oh, what the hell was that? Someone did something. Hold on, we do this drift, hit the straightaway, hit the pause button, and someone did something. Straight up. Thank you very much, Official, for the follow. I appreciate that. I was over here on Kick. That's what's up. Thank you. Keep going. Keep flowing. That's the perfect alert for PlayStation stuff, right? All right, let's keep it going. I know we're ready to keep it gangsta. 5th position. Now we're in 3rd. But yeah, we're probably gonna work on going online next week. And there are some games that people are playing. They're playing this stuff. And I'm like, how do you know who's playing and all this stuff? I'm learning stuff all the time. Go ahead and get in the slipstream. Get behind this dude. Oh, they turned on boost on me. I wanted to get close. That's okay. Hit straight away. Hit that boost. Indeed it is. Slipstream. We're in the top 3. Straight away. I'm taking it. Taking it. 1st position. Nitrous ready. Oh man, I should have held on to it. I don't know if I'm gonna need it soon. Don't hit the wall. Last corner. Yeah, they usually tell you. And we got it. First place, let's go. We didn't crash. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. All right, don't keep on rolling. We don't need to save any of that. So we're just gonna keep it going. Return to top menu. Yes, please. Let's not crash this time. It didn't crash this time. That is a good thing. Yeah, this is great. I feel good. I feel good. Do you feel good? I feel good.
I feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel good. All right, man. We out here chilling. I'm not even worried about that right now. We're going to go ahead and keep going. We're just messing around with the tracks. We're not going through the story just yet. We're just choosing the courses, just getting the quick races in to see how we're feeling. In fact, let me see what else is happening in here. Let's go to options. Controller, we're not worried about any of that. They got the mini game. What can you do in the mini game? Let me just turn it off. Turn it off. It's not that bad a mini game, actually. I should keep that thing on. You know what you're doing. Let's see, what's a rating filter? AV player. Install what? Install and install the game to and from the HDD. I didn't know you can install it. It shouldn't take very long though because we're on PC. So let's go ahead and install it. Yeah, go ahead and install, man. Yeah, see, he's already look how fast it's going. If this was on freaking on the actual PS3, it would have been a problem. But it's actually kind of cool that it's allowing you to play a mini game while this game is installing. But it's not taking a long time. In fact, it's done. 100% installation complete. Game is disc is still required to play the game. Very smart, very smart. And you can either install or uninstall. This is actually one of the few PS3 games that I had no idea it's optional to install. I know there are other games that you can install to make the thing better, but when it comes to PS3, a lot of times most of the games are installing on your hard drive before it runs because the Blu-ray, although it stores a ton of information, speed is a problem, and the disc can't keep up. The disc reader can't keep up with the loading all the information all at once. So that's why they went the route of installing the game onto the hard drive, which I'm very, very smart. And Xbox did this too. In fact, I think Xbox during the 360 time did a little bit better because you can just install any game. You put a game in there, you put it in before you went into the game, you can install it to your hard drive, and you still need the game obviously, but at least the game would run a little bit faster. Could yeah, the stages would load a little bit better, and then on top of that, the disc isn't spinning, so you're not worried about the noise. All good stuff. We'll just start this race and go. All good stuff. And I'm not sure if that does any different here anyways, because we're running this emulated on PC, and it's still compiling shaders, which is probably just compiling shaders for this particular track. See if we can get a good start here. Better, not bad, not bad. Could have been even better from there, but it's all good. You don't have to tap brake, just let go of the gas and then drift. Slipstream, that's the trick here. You just got to roll up behind people. Nice, a whole bunch of jumps. I've not driven this track before, so I'm very unfamiliar with it. So we're gonna be doing a lot of drifting where we don't need to really do much drifting. Here is necessary. There we go. Got the drift in there.
Oh, yeah.
5 seconds behind. Let's see if we can get that resolved in the next lap or two. Double nitrous is good to go. Woo! Let it go. Yeah, lap number 2. We're in 11th position currently. Nitrous ready. Just use it. We are not doing very well here. We are not doing very well, but that's okay. And keep rolling. Find someone to roll up behind. That makes it harder the further you are away, but just roll up behind them. Slipstream is active. You just gotta be directly behind another vehicle to benefit from it. Unless they're boosting, they're all boosting.
Your nitrous is full.
Let's go. Full nitrous. Boy, oh boy, we're just getting through. We're now in the 9th position. I'm not sure we're gonna win this one, but we're definitely doing what we can. Yeah, we're losing spots now. We're losing spots. Yeah, Ridge Racer has always had that weird look when you're drifting right on the corner. They've never fixed that. Even from, if I'm not mistaken, Ridge Racer R4. Type 4, excuse me.
Amazing.
Come on. 10th position. Boo. Boo. That's how we go. Back to the menu we go. Please don't crash. If we do crash, it's not that big a deal. Yeah. We crashed again. We crashed again. Good Lord have mercy. That's okay. That's simulation for you. That happens. It happens. Can I? Yeah, the emulator itself crashed. So that was something I didn't account for. Okay, well, I'm able to do that at least. And I can... Oh, yeah, that thing is cooked. Absolutely cooked. Oh, yeah, unhandled Win32 exception. Yeah, this thing cooked. It damn near cooked. The emulator completely closed on me. That's okay. That's all right. We're not mad at that. Let's see. More music, please. They said it might happen. They at least told you the truth. All right, so let's take a quick look. We can take a quick look at the game's compatibility so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so here it is. This is RCPS3. No, RPCS3. Never gonna get that right. I'm sorry for butchering the name. But yeah, I went and right-clicked and I clicked on in the emulator, check game compatibility. It takes you here. It gives you a list of everything. Obviously, I'm just looking for one game, which is Ridge Racer. Yeah, 1.01. But this says 1.02. That's weird. Anyways, not worried about that. What I am worried about, it shows you right here, like the configuration to help improve performance or to keep it from crashing, which not quite there yet. But the game itself, these are all games I own, by the way. And I actually ripped it on my PS3. I can back the games up on my PS3 physically and moved them over via my network. So before people be asking questions, oh my god, no, I own all these, so you can miss me with all of that. Anyways, as you can see the games, you can see the serial for it, the version for it, the game, and the compatibility is in-game, like I was saying earlier. It's not fully playable like MotorStorm or Final Fantasy 13 or Burnout Paradise and Taken 6, meaning there shouldn't be any catastrophic issues that would lead to crashing, but Ridge Racer is not one of those games. It's just not. It's one of those games that be crashing. But it's all right. We're not mad at it. So we've already added those configurations. So we went to CPU configuration and changed the settings there. GPU and advanced, we changed those settings. And it tells you what the known issues are. One saying this game has been listed as playable since April of 2019. 7 years ago. However, for most users, it has only been loadable due to frequent crashes and desynchronization in the game menus. FMV playback currently does not work and causes game to crash. The easiest workaround so far is to just repeatedly press the start button during the cutscenes, especially to avoid crashing on RSGP 14 final state. Let's see, car crashes in the track mode. Yeah, that's funny as hell. If you put this thing, you just let it play and it goes through the video, and it's just, you haven't pressed start to get into the menus yet. You'll go into this demo mode and yeah, like the car would just act like it don't know what the hell it's doing, and it's just hitting the wall. It won't turn back to the right direction. It's going backwards and shit. It's crazy. It's actually kind of funny. It's like, well, that's one of the things you can encounter when you're emulating stuff. Like if it's not the original hardware, you might come across a couple problems. You might have a few issues here and there, and that's all right. We know that going in, so that's why we're not upset about it. You'll never catch me upset about this. Never, ever, ever, ever. We never. Anyways, other issues. Emulator exits on car select screen. When scrolling through the car selection screen, emulation immediately stops when most special machines are highlighted unless PPU decoder is set to interpreter static, which is why we changed it. But anyways, the game speed is tied to 60 frames per second. So adjustments to the V-blink frequency will only increase the game speed and not the in-game FPS. So yeah, if you mess around, this game's gonna just run faster, and that's not ideal. But here is another interesting situation: net play testing. In 2026, folks, you can still play this thing online if you want to. Does it connect? Yes, it does. Can you create and join lobbies? Yes, you can. Can you match with other players? Yes, you can. Online features are partial, but it does not require custom servers as some other games do. But best believe if I have to do that, you know your boys got to turn on some online protection. We ain't fucking around and finding out. Hell no. Because we know how this stuff be going, especially when it comes to emulation. We know Fightcade, like as good as it is, you know, some people have issues because, oh, my IP address is exposed. I ain't worried about all that. Not worried about that even in the slightest. I'm not worried about that. You want to come at me? Let's go. But anyways, I'm kidding. Please don't come to my house. I appreciate if you did not come to my house. Thank you very much. 1 second. Okay, anyways, back to it. Yeah, it's crazy. Games are still online playable. It's wild to me that that's even a thing, and it's really freaking cool. Yeah, this is just the RPCS3 wiki. Go back to the list. You go to RPCN. That's their online network. There are 229 people playing right now. Now I'm not sure. Ridge Racer one of those games that people are playing? I don't think so. Nope. Ridge Racer is not a game that people are playing currently. At least I can't find it unless I'm blind. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, Gran Turismo 6. Yeah, you can see all the ones, but then the numbers start going now. Dragon Ball, Raging Blast 2, a fighting game. 2 players are playing. And then it just keeps going up. Taken 5, Dark Resurrection Online. PlayStation Home. Remember that? They shut that shit down? Not with emulation, man. Bring that shit back to life. Oh, that's pretty wild. Resident Evil 5, 4 people playing that. Taken Tag Tournament 2. We have that. There's 6 people playing that right now. SOCOM Confrontation. Used to play the shit out of that game back in the day. Me and the homies, bro. We were playing that shit every night. It was funky. It wasn't perfect, but it was fun when we were playing it all together as a group, man. It was fun as hell. And to see that it's still a thing and people are still playing it, 7 people are playing it, is pretty awesome. The number 1 game is Demon Souls, followed by Little Big Planet 2 and Skate 3, which we have. We might actually mess around with that, play some Skate 3 online on the PS3 emulated. I think that's freaking cool, man. In 2026, that's amazing. I think it's pretty cool. All right, man. Let me see if we can get back into see if we can get back into this real quick. Reload this up. It's booting over here on my other screen. It should still show up though, regardless, because I have it set to window capture. Where are you? Double click so I can put it on my OLED screen. There it is. Now it's full screen, full screen. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Uh-oh, it didn't come back. Why? Let's see. Give me a second here. Properties. Oh, there you are. It has brought itself back. There we go. But yeah, this minigame's wild, man. Namco's known for that. Like, a lot of times, in fact, yeah, since Ridge Racer 1, they will always give you, like, while it's loading the game itself. The game's already loaded up, but when the game was loading, you would have a mini game that you could just mess around and play with while you waited for the game to load, which I believe is freaking cool, man. I don't know of another like gaming companies as publisher that would do that for their games. It's a small little thing that they did, which was like, okay, that's nice. It's nice. It's not bad. Not gonna complain about that at all, bruh. Gotta give me something to do while I wait for the game to load. So let's just go ahead and hit start. Bypass all of that junk so you ain't gotta worry about it. And turn off the music. Thank you. All right, let's go. Back to it. We did Lost Ruins. We didn't do very well there, but we're gonna go move on to the next one. Let's go through the tracks. It remembers the cars. It remembers all that. Let's go. As you approach a corner, steer in the direction. Release the accelerator, telling you how to drift. Compiling shaders. It doesn't take very long to do either. It doesn't. We may have enough time for 1 or 2 races, assuming the game doesn't crash on me again. And that last time, that was a hard crash. It wasn't a soft one where I could just get out of it or restart with the controller. It was a hard one where the emulator itself crashed. I'm like, oh shit. All good. Maybe next time we'll set up the actual PS3 and stream that instead. Then we don't have to worry about it. Obviously, the load times will be a little bit longer. And we probably won't be able to play online. I might bust out the actual PS3 and just play off the disc. I haven't decided on it yet. I wouldn't say it's a hassle. It's just time consuming. And after I get done watching my games, after I'm done watching WWE, I just want to sit here on this desk, get my stuff together, and be ready to rock and roll, man. I don't want to be sitting here trying to set other consoles up. The PS5 is set up, and I'm just a lazy individual, man. I'm lazy as hell. And I don't want to have to deal with it. Hey, wait a minute. This guy reminds me of the very first track from Ridge Racer. It's a little mix. It's a mix of a lot of different things here. This reminds me of the very first course in Ridge Racer 1, the very first one. Yeah, we're not doing very well here. That's okay. We ain't mad at it. We're just here to race casually. We'll get serious later on in the week. Because if I'm to be competitive, well, people aren't really playing this from the looks of it right now online on that network. People aren't playing this right now, but it's all right. Good drift. Let's go. I could. I'm trying. I'm only 4 seconds back. Doesn't take much. But you're not following proper procedure, which is slipstream, roll up behind people, roll up on them, and call it good, you know? Come on, drifting. Boom. That's all good. Finished 10th. We'll get good. We'll get better down the road. Let's see if we can we survive another menu. Yes, we can. Old Central. Another race. Let's just go and do it. Manufacturer points and machine parts. That's probably part of the story that we'll get into eventually. Down the road we'll do.
Did you know that drifting charges the nitrous gauge? The key to charging nitrous quickly is to perform high-speed drifts through sharp hairpin corners. Try to drift at maximum speed. Okay, the race is about to start.
Ready to rock.
3, 2, one, go!
Ooh wee. I wonder, YouTube might start getting hit with things because of the music in the game. I hadn't even thought about that, but it might happen. And if it does, it is what it is. So I'm not worried about it.
You got nitrous ready to go.
Yes, let's go.
Nitrous drift. No.
Ooh, that slowdown is gross. That's a gross slowdown right there. But there's a lot more happening right now. We have multiple cars in the screen, and there's a lot of calculations happening right now. The emulator's probably going absolutely insane.
Your nitrous is full.
Yes. Yeah, that slowdown is jarring, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But that's okay. Again, this is emulation.
You've entered the
This is video game preservation. And it's only gonna get better. Yo, like RPCS3, this shit is literally updating every single day. And I'm shocked. I read this stuff and it's like, oh yeah, like you want to make sure it's updated daily. I'm like, daily? Goddamn. You guys aren't playing around. You guys seriously are not playing around. And I actually really appreciate a team that is dedicated and is able to get things done. Like they're making a lot of different things possible that wasn't possible even like 6 months ago. You know, perfect examples like Final Fantasy 13. It's like considered fully playable now as it wasn't before. And there'll be all kinds of weird issues that's happening. And even though I like started loading it up, it's not perfect. Like the video is super jittery, but if the gameplay is good, it's considered playable. You can get through beginning to end without a problem. No one's gonna complain about that. People might be wondering, okay, why would you emulate it? You have a PS3. Why don't you just play it on your PS3? Well, there's a lot of different reasons. One, faster load times. Two, preservation. You know, these systems aren't as durable as they used to be when it came out over a decade ago. You can add all kinds of stuff to it, man. You can add patches that make them run at 60 frames per second versus 30 for a lot of the games they had out. You can add, you know, there's a lot of different homebrew on PS3 where you can take game saves. Like if you want 100% completion, you can do that if you want to. Second place. I see first place. I can see it. I can smell first place, man. I smell it. Whew. Dang it. And I used up all my nitrous too. I just got rear-ended and that gave me a little bit of a boost. That blows. That blows. We were like second. We made a huge mistake towards the end. That costed us. It absolutely cost us the race. That's okay. Not even on the podium. This fourth place. Absolute garbage.
Ooh, you suck.
Yeah, we already know. Absolute dog doo-doo. All right, it's all good, man. It's all good. That was fun. That was a good run.
Racer 7.
Ridge Racer 7. It's a fun thing, man. It's a fun thing to do. It's nice to be able to tinker around and not break stuff and enhance your gaming experience. But you know what time it is? It's game over. It is unfortunately game over, folks.
Game over, yeah!
It is indeed game over. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for hanging out with your boy JD this evening. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And until next time, we will see you again. Have a good one. Have a good one.